Hello? Mr. Hamlin? This is Michelle Weber from Channel 68, KWRD. We're so excited for this interview, Mr. Hamlin. Mr. Hamlin?
Who goes there? Salutations. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't scare you. I saw you guys come in, thought a nice surprise might help loosen everybody up a little bit.
Yeah, great surprise.
Hi, I'm Lloyd. Lloyd Hamlin.
Hi, Lloyd. I'm Michelle Weber. This is Tom. It's wonderful to meet you.
Great to meet you, too.
Thanks for agreeing to be interviewed. I've heard so much about you. I've really looked forward to this for some time.
I'm gonna get things set up.
You know, I'd foreseen this meeting some time ago.
Really? That's amazing.
I'm still getting $50 for this, right?
Of course. Just a second. Do you have the money?
Yeah.
Where's the rest?
I don't know, maybe it magically flew away.
All I have is 40. Is that okay?
Bet you didn't predict that.
You'll have to excuse Tom. He's somewhat of a skeptic.
Non-belief is by no means a fault. 40's just fine.
This is going to be a great interview.
Yeah, he's probably changing into his superhero costume.
Leave him alone. Just because he's a little bit disillusioned doesn't mean he's crazy. Mr. Hamlin? Everything okay?
I am ready.
For the nut house.
Stop it. Tom?
We're rolling.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Hamlin.
Michelle, greetings.
Now, I've heard stories that you claim to wield supernatural powers.
Yes, that's true.
What kind of powers do you have?
I have the ability to move objects, what you would call telekinesis, as well as the innate talent of mental suggestion.
Mental suggestion? You mean you can read minds?
Not read them. Persuade them.
I bet so if you keep exposing that armpit.
When did you first discover you had such unique abilities?
I was but a lad when I first discovered that there was some aura or power emanating from my being. It was Friday night and my favorite show was almost on. I was tearing apart the living room looking for the remote control. Our television could only be turned on by remote, and I soon came to the conclusion the remote was lost. I couldn't believe it. I was going to miss my show. It was then I looked over and saw one of my favorite comics on the couch. I pondered, if I only had powers, superpowers, like the heroes in my comics, then I wouldn't need a stupid remote to turn the television on. Then I thought, maybe I do, and I don't even know it. So, I figured I'd give it a shot. I had nothing to lose. I closed my eyes and concentrated. I reached out and tried to feel the power of the television before me. With every molecule, with every essence of my being, I concentrated as hard as I possibly could. Turn on. Turn on. Then I heard a click. A soft glow of light started pulsating from the TV. It turned on. Everything changed for me that night, and I knew that this was only the beginning.
I must admit, Lloyd, I've never heard of anyone claiming to have such a gift other than yourself.
Oh, there are others out there, though some do use their powers for wrongdoing, rather than those that harness them for the good of all humankind.
Or to get $50.
Tell me, did you have any other miracles after that?
Not miracles. Powers. A few years later, I was walking to the grocery store with my mom. She had just gotten off a double shift at the plant and was dead tired. Growing confident in my newfound abilities to manipulate the world around me, I wanted to test my powers once again. Since Mom was so tired, I tried to think of a way to help her out. So I decided that I would use my powers and open the grocery store door for her. We were coming up to the store, so once again, I closed my eyes, stretched out my hand, and concentrated. Open! Open! Nothing was happening. Then it slid open. Never before had I seen that happen. I think it might have freaked Mom out a little bit. She had no idea what was happening. I looked at my hand, amazed. Apparently, I was capable of doing things even I couldn't imagine. That day became a critical turning point in the development of my abilities.
Amazing.
Yes, it was.
The door just sort of opened automatically, didn't it?
Be nice, Tom. Before we go down that road, when the doors opened, were you then convinced that your powers were fully developed?
No way. There was so much to learn, and since I had no one to guide me, I had to rely on myself to keep searching for the answers.
You mentioned you could manipulate minds. Let's talk about that.
I was 22 when I felt it was time to truly put my powers to the test. I wanted to influence someone's mind. Not for any wrongdoing, mind you, but just to see whether my abilities had reached full maturity.
Maybe this. I don't know. What are you gonna have?
Good evening. Tonight we have our Bronco Basted special. Sirloin steak lathered in barbecue sauce with a heaping bowl of potato squares for $9.99.
You go ahead, honey. I'm still looking.
I'll have the steak, medium rare, with French fries, not potato squares.
You'll have the steak, medium rare. Right.
Ooh, that sounds yummy. I'll have that too.
Okay, well, I'll get this to the chef right away.
After that night, I moved out of my mom's house and embraced my destiny. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry, I just sort of got lost in the moment.
Don't be afraid. My powers are only used for good.
Of course they are. Well, Lloyd, to be frank, this all looks quite fantastic from my point of view. Don't you think possibly you could be imagining some of this? Maybe all of this?
Fortunately for everyone on this planet, the truth do I speak.
What do you mean, everyone? Lloyd, are you okay?
I feel a strong, wicked disturbance. A dark force has just landed on Earth.
What a freaking nut job.
The only nut job around here is the one who's gonna get fired when we get back to the station.
Cut short this interview, I must. A dark force is rising, and unless I address it, I fear the worst for everyone.
You go run off now and we can just pick this up some other day.
Fear not, all will be well.